Okay, here's our next drum video. Let me go over a few things that we've been talking about. Number one, counting off and then counting 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Huge, baby. Huge. Huge. So, here's our warm-up. Quarter notes, double stroke eighth notes, quarter notes, double stroke eighth notes. 1, 2, count and play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Now I'm going to use the snare and the high tom to play eighth notes, 16th notes, eighth notes, 16th notes. Going to single stroke the 16ths. This is another term that we've got to get clear on. This would be single stroking the 16ths. Is that in the way? I think that's in the way. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. I just had to check the little hi-hat there. Okay. So, here is single stroking 16th. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Do you hear how they're even? There's an even. This is not a drum roll or anything like that. It's coming off of 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E, the 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1, the 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Good. Now, you need to do that. You need to do that over and over, but somehow, especially you guys with electronic, you've got the clicker. And that's way too fast, but you've got the clicker, so you'll want to use that. So you're playing quarter notes, and then you go to 16th notes. Go back to quarter notes. Back to 16ths. Now I'm going to go back to where I started. We're going to do 2 eighth notes on the snare, single stroke 4 16ths on the high tom, back and forth, back and forth. Here's the example. Now it's pretty slow. Let me get my clicker going here. I think somebody got on my drum at school, and every time I start the clicker, it's going way too fast, and that's too fast for us. That's 90. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down to 80. Pop, 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 pop. 1, 2, count and play. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. So now what we're going to do is bump, bump, ba da da da, bump, dun, da 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 da, bump, bump, ba da da da. 1, 2, 3 and 4 E and a 1, 2, 3 and 4 E and a 1, 2, 3 and 4 E and a 1, 2, 3 and 4 E and a. So that's good. All right, so now we're going to reverse it. We'll do the 2 quarter notes, but we'll do the 16ths on the snare, single stroke, and eighth notes on 4 and on the high tom. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 and the 4 and 1, 2, 3 and the 4 and. The 4 and is on the high tom. Got a quarter note, 16th, 8ths, quarter note, 16th, 8. So let me put that in that tempo. That's going to be down about 65. Let's just go to 60 and make it easy. Here we go. Count it. 1, 2, 3 and the 4 and 1, 2, 3 and the 4 and 1, 2, sorry, 3 and the 4 and 1, 2. I was thinking about something else. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 and the 4 and. Good. Yep, that's a good laugh. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3, 4 E and A. So the 8th notes and the 16th notes are going to be on the high tom. The quarter note on 1, then 3 will be on the snare. So it'll go like this. Quarter, 8ths. Said it, I missed it. Quarter, 8ths, quarter, 16th. Quarter, 8ths, quarter, 16th. 1, 2, and 3. 4 E and A. 1, 2, and 3. 4 E and A. All right, again, we just experienced why counting aloud helps you play. So here we're going to do it at 60. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, and 3. 4 E and A. 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 Good. All right, you probably guessed it. Now we're going to do 2 8s on the snare, a quarter note on the high, 16th notes on the 3rd beat, and a quarter note on 4 on the high. So it'll be so I'm playing 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4, 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4, 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4. Okay, with the clicker, 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4, 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 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4. Now, I hope that's going well for you. The deal is we can do any of those on the 4 mounted, the snare, high tom, mid tom, floor. So on that one it would be 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4, 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4, 1 and 2, 3 E and a 4. So you can mix and match. You've got quarter notes and 8th notes, and you can move them around. So I can do 1, 2, and 3, 4 E and A. That's a fast reach, but it can be done. Now, if I were using that as a fill, I would probably go to my crash on beat 1. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, some notes from some earlier lessons. We want to talk about stick control, anticipating the stroke. Now, again, we don't play with our sticks on the rubber, or the mesh, or the drum head. The only time we rest them there is if we need to put them there to scratch our nose, okay? And we don't play from out here. You can't even see that, see? Way out there. And we don't play from our armpits, and we don't even play from our elbows, you know. We play from our wrist. I was explaining to one person, if you've ever gone fishing, I'm going to have to do this sideways so you can see it, but whether it's an open face or a closed face spinning rod, when you go to cast it, you do use your arm, but when you come in, you flick it with your wrist. You don't arm it, you bend your wrist, you come around and you flick it. Now, with throwing a baseball, even if you're a pitcher, when you first start warming up, you don't throw all the way from your shoulder. You'll hurt yourself. You start by just tossing the ball, tossing the ball, tossing the ball, you know, 5 or 6 feet away, tossing the ball with your wrist. It's the same thing with this, with playing the drums. It's with the wrist. Now, the other thing is you can't be a half an inch or an inch above the drum ready to play and hit that first lick from a half an inch. You've got to rotate up. Doesn't have to be up here. I do that so you'll see it, but it's got to be at least here to get any strength. Now the drumstick kind of does fall. Gravity will take it down, and when it bounces, we've got to, you know, keep it from going back down again. Now, what you don't want to do keep it from bouncing is grab it hard when it comes up. Ooh, no, because then you're back to that. You don't let it go back down. You just use your fingers. You don't let it go back down. Let's see if I can do my fingers sideways. Yeah, because when you get to playing faster, you actually use your fingers more than you do your wrist. Anyway, that's way down the road. Now, so if I'm going to play on beat 1, I would have my sticks ready. But before 1, I do the preparatory up to come down. Now in band, like for a trumpet, what we're supposed to do is take a breath on 4 before we blow for beat number 1. I'll see if I can breathe loud enough. So the director would say 1, 2, ready, play. That upbeat is 4, and that's when you're supposed to breathe in. And then you play 2, ready, 1, 2, 3, 2. Now, I don't do that. I get it on the and of 4. 1, 2, 3, boom. So we're going to practice on the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You see, I'm just kind of lifting it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now we're going to do this 3 million times. We won't do it at that tempo. We'll go to 90. You think this stuff doesn't matter, but this is what's going to make you a good drummer. All right, here we go, good drummers. Going up on 4 and hitting 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do it around the drum set. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Again, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Good. Now, you need to practice that. And all you have to do is say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, here's the deal. A lot of you will just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can't do that. It's got to be a true tempo. In a true tempo, it could be fast, but it's going to be steady. You don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And it's almost the musical part of it. It's not 4, 1. It's You're anticipating. So you will practice with your left stick held in place, your right stick ready, and you will count out loud 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And I know you're going to have a blast. Now we're going to look at the anticipation of the second beat. So if this one has to come up on 4 to hit 1, then pretty much the left one's got to come up on 1 to hit 2. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm exaggerating, but you've got to get this feel. And 1, 2. So we're going to do it back down at 60 or 65. Let's do 70. Good idea. Ready? So we're going to play beats 1 and 2. 1 and 2. See what I did? 1 and 2. Not 1 and 2, but 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. All right, here we go. I'm going to go faster than that. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now this time we're going to play all the beats, and it's just going to look like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I'm over-exaggerating. I wouldn't do that much, but I want you to see how it really is like a little monkey. You know, the little monkey playing the drummer, you know. But what I just did was wrong. You don't want to come from out here. It's whether it's a full-size snare drum, acoustic snare drum, a pad, a practice pad, the top of an amp, your leg, you still are going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So when one is going down, the other is coming up. Now, let's move to one rhythm with this. So we're going to play 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now, you probably didn't catch that, but I played 1, then 2 with the same hand. This is going to be the and hand. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Really what we could do is put 2/8 notes. 2 and 4 and. Sorry, I just want to get this going. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So forget the lifting of the sticks. Just think about the rhythm now. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. The first beat is a quarter, the second beat is 2/8 notes, the third beat is a quarter, and the fourth beat is 2/8 notes. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. So we'll do it with the clicker 1. That's too fast on that one now. Don't tell me it's not, because it is. We'll go down to 75, and here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 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 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Now I'm going to play it now without overemphasizing. This is just natural playing for me. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, This is good. This is technical work, and understand that. So we'll end with a different fill. You're going to love it and you're going to hate it. What we're going to play is Bumblebee with 2 sticks alternating and the bass drum. We're going to play Bumblebee. The bass drum is B. Bumblebee. Bumblebee. Now, I'm going to play this at a tempo. Let me see where we want to be. It's too fast. We'll go down to 55. Ready? So it's kind of weird. It's those triplets that we had in our previous lesson. Let's just do it with our right hand. Bumblebee. 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 But now it's going to be with Bumblebee. Bumble. Bumblebee. 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 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bumblebee. 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 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bumblebee. 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 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. Why not end with something that's difficult, right? Alright, watch me turn the camera off.